My name is Nonima Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I want us to focus on our last episode when it comes to this. We are calling for justice for Senzo Meyiwa. That is why we are doing this. And right now we are questioning, where is the justice for Senzo Meyiwa? When we are also busy doing a reflection on the broader significance of the case and the public expectations, we question a lot of things, okay? Nearly 12 years after the murder of Senzo Meyiwa, the trial has become one of South Africa's most closely followed criminal cases. What began as a murder investigation has evolved into a national conversation about policing, forensic investigations, prosecutorial decision-making, witness credibility, judicial case management, and the ability of the criminal justice system to deliver justice in complex, high-profile cases. This episode reflects on what the trial means, not only for the accused and the Meyiwa family, but for every South African who expects accountability, fairness, and confidence in the justice system. Now, a trial marked by delays is a trial that is has a lot of people questioning a lot of things, right? The case has experienced years of delays before and during the trial. Numerous postponements have resulted from procedural applications, legal arguments, changes in legal representative and evidential disputes. Public interest has remained high despite the lengthy proceedings. Now, conflicting versions of events throughout the trial. The court has heard competing narratives regarding the events inside the house on the night of the murder, the identity of those responsible, whether alleged confession evidence is reliable, the credibility of various witnesses, the integrity of the police investigations. Those conflicting accounts have become central issues for the court to resolve. Now, we have a lot of questions about the investigation itself. The trial has highlighted ongoing debate surrounding one, crime scene management, two, collection and preservation of forensic evidence, three, witness handling, four, the timing and direction of the different investigative steps, five, the evolution of the prosecution's case over several years. The defense has argued that aspects of the investigation undermine the reliability of the state case, while the state maintains that the evidence viewed as a whole proves the account that they are bringing into the court, and it proves that the accused are guilty beyond reasonable doubt. And up so far, as someone who watches the case, I am questioning that. Up to so far, I am questioning that, okay? Now, the burden of proof lies, of course, with the state. One of the most important legal principles in that is that the state must prove guilty beyond reasonable doubt. That means suspicion alone is insufficient. Public opinion is not evidence. Every accused person is presumed innocent until proven guilty. The court must evaluate all admissible evidence before reaching a verdict. Now, there is also the importance of fair trial rights. The case has to make sure that it is reinforced that every accused person is entitled to legal representation. Witnesses may be challenged through cross-examination. Courts must consider both incriminating and exculpatory evidence. Everything, needs to be considered. Constitutional fair trial rights apply equally in high-profile cases. Now, there is also the broader criminal justice questions. The proceeding have sparked wider discussions about police investigative standards, prosecutorial discretion, case preparation, court efficiency, public confidence in criminal justice institutions. Regardless of the eventual verdict, Legal commentators have suggested that the case may influence future discussions about investigative practices and criminal procedures. Right now, I'm one of those people who is really hoping at some point South African Police Department, anything that has to do security, everyone needs to have cameras, body cams. They need to have those body cams so that we must know what is happening when they are doing investigations. Everyone, EMPD, JMPD, Cape Town, everywhere, Durban, every city needs to have those cameras, including SAPS itself, from a constable to a general to a commissioner. They need body cams. All of them, they need body cams, in my view. Now, few criminal trials in South Africa have generated sustained public attention over such a long period. Public reactions have included frustration. Many South Africans remain frustrated by the length of proceedings, repeated delays, the absence of a final verdict after so many years. There is divided opinions. The public opinion remains sharply divided. Some believe the prosecution has presented sufficient evidence. Some others believe significant questions remain regarding the reliability and completeness of parts of the state case. Ultimately, these differing public views do not determine the outcome the court's decision must make, and also they do not determine anything besides the court. That is the one that must make a decision that must rest on the evidence and the applicable law. Now, the impact on the Meyiwa family throughout the trial, many observers have expressed sympathy for the family of Senzo Meyiwa, who endured years of legal proceedings while awaiting finality. At the same time, the accused and their families have also experienced prolonged uncertainty while awaiting the court's determination. And one thing that I can say about the Meyiwa family is that they do not believe in the current prosecution. They don't. Why this case matters beyond one murder, the Senzo Meyiwa trial has become a symbol of broader questions about justice in South Africa. It raises issues such as, can complex criminal investigations withstand intense scrutiny? How should courts balance speed with fairness? What reforms, if any, are needed in policing and prosecution? How can public confidence be strengthened while protecting the rights of all parties? These are questions that extend well beyond the single case, this single case. Looking ahead when it comes to, as the trial progresses toward its conclusion, several key stages remain. Completion of any remaining defense evidence, closing arguments by both parties, judicial evaluation of all admitted evidence, delivery of judgment. The court's final decision will depend on its assessment of the evidence presented during the trial and the applicable legal standards. Now, the questions that I have for you as someone that watches the Senzo Meyiwa case is that the questions that I have for you as someone that is watching the Senzo Meyiwa. Sorry, I thought I stopped the recording. That's why I kept quiet, because I was like, how did I do that? Number one, I'm asking this question to you as someone that watches the case. After following the trial, has your view of the criminal justice system changed? Why or why not? I want to hear from you, comment section. Second question, what has been the most significant issue raised during the proceedings for you? Let's talk with comment section. Third question, do lengthy, high-profile trials strengthen or weaken public confidence in the courts? It depends, actually, it depends. But I want to hear from you. What lessons should investigators and prosecutors take from this case? Don't you dare hide behind what you call confessions, because they are going to be scrutinized, especially if the case is public. The public is going to scrutinize. Do not hide under anything. Just bring a clean case, please. What reforms, if any, would you like to see in South Africa's criminal justice system? I want you to answer that question. How should the justice system balance the public's demand for answers with the accused's right to a fair trial? That's a very good one also. The outcome, do you believe, what outcome do you believe would best serve the interests of justice based solely on the evidence that has been presented in court? Acquit the accused and arrest the person that is responsible for the murder of Senzo. Now, justice is measured not only by reaching a verdict, but by ensuring that the process is fair, transparent, and grounded in the rule of law. The Senzo Meyiwa trial has become more than a murder case. It has become a national test of public confidence in South Africa's criminal justice system. Whatever the final judgment, its impact will likely be felt long after the courtroom proceedings have ended. Now, what are your thoughts when it comes to all of this? Do you think we are going to get justice for Senzo Meyiwa case when it comes to the current case? Do you think by the next recess, they will be done with the Senzo Meyiwa case? Or they would have got to accused number 5? What are your thoughts? I want to hear from you. Please make sure you do not forget to like, to share, to comment. And most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. And I will see you on our next video. Bye-bye.